Hello there, people of the Webernet. The Sheepkill here. Welcome back to Pokemon XD. We're still here in Citadark Isle. It looks like we may be approaching something soon. However, whoa, so we meet again. My plan was perfect. The only problems were the utterly useless Rovina and Gorgon and you. You spoiled the brilliant plan I had devised for Fennec City. And thanks to that terrible hard-nosed woman, I suffered the humiliation of having my worst moment broadcast all over Ori. To gain Master Greeble's forgiveness, and for me to assume my rightful position as the governor of Or, I must defeat you. This time I won't be shy about revealing to you the full extent of my power. Snaddle is back, and we have to battle him again. Living with a Metang and a Quagsire. Man, just imagine if he had a Metagross. But no, the levels are too low for that right now. This was the perfect lead for this battle, and that wasn't even intended. But, you see, they're on par with me in levels now. But yeah, this was the perfect lead. We can Flamethrower Metang, Giga Drain the Quagsire, and they're both out of here. Down goes Metang. And next up is Scizor. Man, if only Cipher didn't evolve by trade, we could have had Scizor in the main story, but nah. Of course we one-shot the Quagsire, as expected. Next up is Solrock. Just like he had a Shadow Lunatone back in the day, he has a Shadow Solrock now. And we Flamethrower not on Solrock, though it would definitely survive that. We're gonna go for Scizor though. It seems like Snaddle has a full team of 6, which makes sense. This is the final battle with Snaddle himself. He should be giving it his A-game. In Cast form, and of course Solrock goes for Shadow Sky. Let's use Thunder Wave on Solrock. And Flamethrower on Cast form. Cast form should be dead from that. Oh no. So Cast form's gonna get to use an attack this turn. Weather Ball. Anything like that doesn't turn into a Shadow move during the Shadow Weather, though. I mean, maybe it was boosted, but it didn't turn into the Shadow type. We know that. We're the same level. Solrock can definitely take this Flamethrower. Probably not even half health. Maybe like a third. Yeah, I was right. Now let's Thunderbolt. Down goes Cast Form. Next up is Starmie. That's a Shadow Pokemon as well. And Starmie is a Pokemon I used back in the Leaf Green series, but the only repeat from that series in this playthrough is going to be Dodrio. As you can probably tell with me already having a full team. And my water type being Vaporeon. And this game will be really tough on a Nuzlocke, I can tell. Yeah, we'll see how you take this Flamethrower. And Starmie's another Pokemon that we can use a Netball on. And yeah, that actually did even less to Starmie than it did to Solrock. But we're going to try to catch Starmie next turn. Oh, and Houndoom's dying this turn, by the way. I'm going for Shadow Panic. Houndoom got confused as well, but they're dying this turn, so who cares? From the Shadow Sky going in. Yep, down it goes. How much would Icy Wind do to Solrock alone? Probably not enough to kill it. Yeah, let's go for a Net Ball on the Starmie. Then we'll go for Icy Wind. That is the weakest move we have against Solrock. Both Bite and Water Pulse are effective, and Ice Beam's just strong in general. Let's catch this Starmie. There we go. It's always good to keep a good supply of Netballs for Pokemon like that. And yeah, that did about as much as the Flamethrower from Houndoom did. Shadow Panic going in on Vaporeon, but who cares? We're going to catch you anyway. And I feel like in Generation 3, between Solrock and Lunatone, Lunatone is the better of the two, and they give you that first. Let's just catch this Solrock. We caught Lunatone first try. Can we get Solrock first try? Yes, we can. Take that, Snaddle. My plan, it was supposed to be perfect. Urgh, my plan, my perfect plan. Master Greeble, forgive me. And he runs away like the coward he is. And now with Snaddle defeated, we can move on. And where does this elevator take us, I wonder? Back to the beginning, and oh, hello. You leaving already? But not before I show you my brand of hospitality. And is this just me, or does that entrance right there look like a crying face with the lava coming out of the top two parts, and then the main entrance being bigger? You can't really see it right now, but you can see it right there. It kind of looks like a crying face. And with that, we now have easy access to back up there, and we can leave whenever we want without having to do a bunch of backtracking. Some of my Pokemon are ready to purify, but, well, now that we can easily leave, I could do that in between episodes. But we're not going to do it now, obviously. I'm just here to use the healing machine. We got one of these guys up ahead. Are we going to battle him now? It's been a while, boy. Do you remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you engage the port. There's no need for thanks. I was merely punishing a fool that used a shadow Pokemon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know what we, Cipher, were planning. Back then, I thought you were just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cipher's biggest and most damaging threat I can now read today. That's enough talk. You have the skills and wherewithal to reach Citadark Isle. Let me see your abilities in full glory. Cipher Admin ARDOS. Starting with Swellow and Alakazam. And Swellow is a shadow Pokemon. We've had plenty of run-ins with Cipher admins up to this point, including rematching some ones we've beat up before. But now, we're battling this guy, one of the ones who's usually always by Greevil's side. We'll swap Houndoom into Gardevoir. And of course, they immediately go for Shadow Sky. And Ice Punch going in. I probably should have swapped out Trifecta after all. Gosh. Fine, I'll bring Houndoom back in if that's what you want. Nothing really happened that turn, except for Swellow going for Shadow Sky. And Alakazam just levitating back to his spot. Shadow Break, that's gonna hurt. Then on Gardevoir, I swear. It is. And oh my gosh, we can't even paralyze it because he just kills us immediately. Fine, I'll use Donphan. Ice Punch again. Oh, did you predict my switch in or something? And I'm frozen. I'm not having an easy time here. Not at all. I might be underprepared for this, even. I'll use that on Gardevoir. Swellow isn't your only Shadow Pokemon, I'm sure, so... Although we can't paralyze Swellow, we can paralyze something else. And, oh gosh! We just gotta try to catch this thing at full health. It's doing major damage. I'm going to Vaporeon. Thunder Punch going in. That's obviously on Vaporeon. What the heck is up with this guy? We had an easy time against Snaddle, but... ARDOS is doing way more to us. Alakazam goes down to the Shadow Sky. Alakazam was a huge threat too. I'm glad it's out of here. Next up is a Kingdra. Oh gosh. Now let's go for Ice Beam on Kingdra. And on Gaia's turn, we're just straight up going for an Ultra Ball. We'll see if we can get it at full health with no status conditions. Because we can't really do anything to it. It's too fast to paralyze without it killing Gardevoir. And Swellow's also pretty frail, so I don't want to kill it. But of course that didn't do anything. A Shadow Break again. Is that on Donphan? Nope, it's on Vaporeon. This is not going well at all. Hydro Pump is going in on Gaia. Gaia's dead, though basically were anyway. I'm down to 2 Pokemon left, Aldalwa and Mana. We've only taken out one of his Pokemon and we're down to our final 2. I didn't know this battle was so tough. And he's got a full team of 6 as well, so... We still got quite a bit to go after dealing with this guy. Can we do anything to that Swellow? Surely they won't kill both of us this turn. I think. Shadow Break going in. On Gardevoir, and Gardevoir's dead, of course. And now, Kingdra going for Double Edge. Okay, at least that went away. Okay, I'm down to 1 Pokemon. I need to revive someone. But who's good at taking hits? Vaporeon is, I guess. And they're immediately going to get sent in as well. Yep. I just hope they don't kill me instantly. Well, they're going to kill someone. And yeah, it's going to be Shiftry for sure. This is tough. And Ice Beam going in. I guess Vaporeon was the right switch in. I can take Ice Beam the best out of anyone on my team. Let's try to catch Swellow once again. It's a bit weakened this time. Maybe it'll work. But what's that Kingdra going to do? I don't know. But we snagged Swellow. Next up is Heracross. That's also a Shadow Pokemon. And Double Edge going in. Does that kill me? It almost killed me. And Heracross is going to be able to hit hard as well. Oh, did you really have to get it critical? Now I bet I am dead. And he goes for Mega Horn straight up. I'm dead. Yeah. I just lost. We were underprepared for this guy. So I guess I gotta do some training up, and I'll meet you guys back against ARDOS there. I did not expect that. After quite a while of preparing, we're ready to rematch ARDOS here. I expect you to do better, but you disappoint me. Your abilities are strictly limited. You have a puny presence not worthy of battling. Be gone. Oh, he actually has different dialogue if you approach him after losing to him. It's not like the other games where it just acts like the loss never happened. That's pretty cool. Starting off with Swellow and Alakazam once again, we have Gardevoir and Houndoom up front this time. And of course we got the Shadow Swellow there, which is a pretty big threat. But we're up to level 47 now. Let's Thunder Wave that Swellow, and we taught Umbra Overheat. We'll use that on Alakazam. There's Shadow Sky going in. Alakazam going for Ice Punch. That's not super effective on anything, so we're not dying. Alakazam can't hit Gardevoir or Houndoom super effective, which is why I led with them. And Overheat goes through, and on Alakazam, one-shotting it. Alakazam is a huge threat. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Next up is Kingdra. Kingdra's back. Kingdra's also a huge threat. But we got Thunder Wave on Swellow there. Now, Swellow does have Guts, which means if they get an attack through, it's going to hit really hard. So I'll go for a Feint Attack on Houndoom. But then after that, we got to immediately start throwing some Pokeballs at the Swellow, because yeah, this thing's gonna hit like a truck. Assuming it don't get stuck in paralysis, which it probably won't. And Kingdra almost goes down. Next turn we'll do it. They go for Double Edge though. And Shadow Break. That's gonna lower our defenses. Or just physical defense, not both defenses. Oh wait, no, that's the... I was thinking a Shadow Down. Shadow Break is the strong physical move, yeah. So I guess we can go to Trifecta now. We'll have Trifecta finish off that Kingdra while we try to capture the Swellow here. Let's go straight for the Ultra Ball. Yeah, we did successfully snag it at the end of last battle, but whenever you lose a battle, you lose any of the Pokemon you snagged in that battle. One. Oh no, we didn't get it. I hope we get stuck in paralysis. But at least Kingdra's out of here, so we don't gotta deal with Kingdra. Just Swellow this turn. Next up is Heracross. I might have mistakenly said that to Shadow Pokemon last time, but no, it's not. Shadow Half? Oh gosh. That cuts our HP in half. Even itself and its ally. That does make it easier to catch on the bright side. I think it is impossible to kill with that unless the target's on 1 HP, but still. Now Drill Peck the Heracross, and we'll try once again on Swellow. It should be a lot easier this time since it cut its own HP with Shadow Half. Try once again on Swellow. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we got it. We caught the Swellow once again. Now we'll get to keep it if we win this battle. Next is Electabuzz. That really is a Shadow Pokemon. Heracross isn't, but yeah, Electabuzz is. Now Gardevoir went down, so if we want to paralyze this thing, we got to use a Revive on them. Down goes Heracross, pointless critical. Next up is Snorlax, yet another Shadow Pokemon. Now that Shadow Togepi you get earlier in the game, you can give that back to that guy and he'll give you an L-Kit in return, but I personally don't see a point in that since you get a Shadow Electabuzz in this game. If he gave you like a Smoochum instead, that would have actually been pretty cool because there's no Shadow Jinx in this game. I don't know why they give you L-Kit when Shadow Electabuzz is right here. I mean, the L-Kit gets pretty cool moves, but nothing it's not able to learn in the newest games. Our special attack's still cut from the Overheat we did against Alakazam, so we're not gonna one-shot it. Let's hit that Snorlax. And if you have Thick Fat, this really won't do much. But you can also have Immunity. But you probably have Thick Fat with how little damage that did. Shadow End. Oh gosh, this is gonna kill. That is a really powerful Shadow move. And it has some recoil there. I believe it's half of what the Pokemon's current HP is. So just like Shadow End, that won't cause any fainting unless the Pokemon in question is at 1 HP. Shadow Aura went away, good. As long as none of these guys know Shadow Sky. We don't gotta worry about that. And Snorlax has leftovers, so they'll be gradually healing, which is not fun. Let's get the Thunder Wave in there. I hope Electabuzz doesn't somehow have Lightning Rod. I don't think it does, though. I think it has Static. Going for Shadow Mist again. At this point, we are officially farther than we got in the last attempt of this battle. Critical hit. Good thing he's alive. Snorlax got stuck in paralysis. Good. but they're back on green health with that leftovers. Let's try to catch that Electabuzz now, but in case we fail, we'll go for Thunder Wave on it. So if we succeed, this turn will be wasted, but whatever. Maybe Snorlax will go for Shadow End and take some big recoil once again. But that did fail, so the Thunder Wave is going to go in. Is that the only move you know, Electabuzz? That's all you've been using. I mean, enough of those, and Snorlax's Shadow End will never miss, because I believe it has like 60 accuracy. So I guess that's the strategy they're going for. They want us to die to Snorlax using Shadow End. But we got that Electabuzz paralyzed, so we can try to snag it again next turn. And yep, there's Shadow End, and there's no way it's missing with how much our evasiveness has been lowered. Down goes Trifecta, but whatever. Let's go into Vaporeon. But we should probably try to catch that Snorlax, since they'll be gradually healing. Electabuzz won't be. Yeah, we already got the leftovers earlier in this game, but you'll get a second one if you catch this Snorlax, which is pretty cool. I won't need it, though. 1, 2, 3. We got Snorlax. Nice. Using Shadow Mist once again. Fine, you do you, Electabuzz. We'll just catch you with a Timer Ball next turn, and that'll be it for Cipher Admin ARDOS here. We struggled a lot in the first attempt, but I was way more prepared this time. So once we catch this Electabuzz, that'll be it. And yeah, this guy has 3 Shadow Pokemon. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So it wasn't an easy battle at all, but we got it done. Timer Balls are very useful for whenever a battle drags on, like that one kind of did. Yeah, with that, ARDOS is defeated. This is trouble. Something's not done. I realize now that I should have crushed you much earlier. This is out of my hands now. I must defer you to Master Greeble himself. But boy, don't think this is over. I won't abandon my dreams. Good for you, ARDOS. Now let's push ahead. Definitely going to want to heal. Okay, there's our team healed. And there's Greeble himself. I think we'll leave these guys up front. Oh, now this is quite a surprise. You managed to defeat ARDOS. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it's no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. So, for the time being, I think I will have you securely out of the way right where you are now. A gigantic wall of glass. We can't go through. Okay, next time on Pokemon XD, we'll see what we do next. See you guys then.